Charizard. See what we can do. All right, he's challenging me. We're going to get in there. The Charizard. Charizard versus Blacephalon. Battle of the Fire decks. We'll see how this does. Power Plant should be really good against this Ultra Conversion, I think. Being able to... Okay. Yeah, being able to shut down that Naganadel. Now, what I'm worried about with this matchup is, Blacephalons can just one-hit KO Mazards, right? You hate to see it. So that would be really tough. Big shout out to Azul for streaming with us, by the way. Make sure to go say hi to Azul while we are streaming. Should be as easy as just kind of like clicking on the squad stream thing and getting that rocking and rolling. Now, theoretically, I would say, just on paper, Blacephalon should outpace Reshiram, if all goes correct for the Blacephalon player. We've got Welder. I've got an Ultra Space. You can take a look at the deck real quick. I think we're chilling. All right. I think I've seen everything I need to see. I'm going to ask questions about what's in here later, guys, so let's write some things down. All right. We've got Cherish Ball. I believe I go within a Charizard out of the deck for sure. Can Pokégear too, but I think, honestly, I'd rather... Well, if I Pokégear, I could get Switch and Pokémon, which is cool. Or I could just go for the turn 1 knockout on this Blacephalon and just be like, you ain't responding to me, bro. I think we just do that. Honestly, what better opportunity do I have to just get in there? So let's thin the deck first. We're looking for just a single fire energy rip off this Welder. Dang it. All right. It's cool. Slightly punished. Unfortunate. I felt like just getting in the paint there would have been so good. Just taking that knockout so early would be insane for us. I really don't think he would have been able to respond turn 2, just like we did with Pikarom that one time we knocked out his Blacephalon. To be fair, I went for the greens off of the Pokégear and I didn't find it. So I didn't have another option there. I think had I hit greens off of Pokégear, then we have that other play to think about of maybe getting the communication and the switch to play into Volcanion. But not hitting that means we are chilling out here with Charizard. 2 energy on it. Really hate to see that. Would love to find a third, because a third energy means that I'm just an energy attachment away from a Flare Strike as well, which is just super good. Reshiram Charizard and Pikarom are 2 of my favorite decks right now for sure. They just play so differently, where Pikarom, you're kind of hamming through your whole deck. You're drawing a ton of cards. You're getting to the very bottom of your deck's resources almost every game. Charizard, you just kind of slowly pick and choose cards out of your deck turn after turn. So we got Great Potion. I think it's time to probably Green's Exploration for some fire energy. We need some fire energy. I would hate to give Azul fire energy. That feels bad. But I think it's kind of what we need. At this point, it feels very bad to take knockouts. It feels very bad to not have a Volcanion in play. But we definitely just have to greens. So I get Fiery Flint. Fiery Flint, 4 fire to the hand. It's fine. I think I almost prefer getting the Giant Hearth, because the Giant Hearth, I have to discard less cards, which I like. I could just get Switch, kind of preserve this, which I like as well. So we could get Switch and maybe a Fiery Flint could be good. But the longer we kind of delay this, that or I just like go for knockout. But at this point, I feel like if I go for knockout, like I'm going to get so punished. So I think I'm getting these. We're going to Fiery Flint, discarding Welder and Bill's Analysis. Hate to see it. Some fires out of the deck. And we're just trying to like be slow and steady here with our pace. We'll Great Potion that active. Probably just attach. Switch into this Reshizard. And yeah. Balls in your court there, bud. So next turn, I can Welder and attach to this Reshiram Charizard and Double Blaze GX something for knockout. That's kind of the thought. We've got ourselves to this board state where, like, he probably won't be able to one-hit KO my Reshizard, and then I will take a knockout next turn. You know, potentially. Azul will probably Bursting Burn me again. So we're low-key hoping that we draw into a one of mixed herbs off of the Welder, which we'll do to the active. We could draw into like some mixed herbs, things like that. Then we're in like a pretty decent spot because we'll heal and probably Double Blaze GX for knockout. I don't think that there's any super reason to save for a 6 energy Double Blaze. Like, we're totally fine. Has he got it? If he has it, like, I think this, yeah, oh yeah. This game's like over, dude. He got the Beast Energy. That's horrible. That's so bad. I thought that was outside his realm of possibility this next turn. It was not. So we desperately need Reset Stamp. Pronto. I thought he was going to be just short of that. All right. Looking for greens. We got it? So it is time to Reset Stamp to 3. And I feel like if we knock out one of those Naganadels, we like limit his draw options as well. Reset Stamp and probably, oh, Power Plant. Yeah. That's the play. Yeah. Okay, yeah. For sure. So, let's just attach here. Stamp. Power Plant. I think I go Flare Strike. I mean, I think I go Double Blaze GX because then I can Flare Strike next turn. Oh no, I Flare Strike and then I can Double Blaze and then I can Flare Strike again. That's the play there. So we just hope that we kind of stick him here. If he takes this knockout, he wins. So it like I didn't have to get Cherish Ball necessarily. We're just we're not doing our double custom catcher yet. We saved double custom catcher because if he maybe misses this knockout, we get to guarantee take him off Beast Ring next turn by taking out a Naganadel or something like that. It's kind of the hope. Looks like he was able to draw just fine off of that, though. He's got some Beast Rings, a Cynthia. He's going to Ultra Space for another Naganadel GX and draw more cards with Ultra Conversion. Rocking a 7-card hand here. He's got another one. Azul's main selling point with this deck was that you just draw through the whole deck, right? With Naganadel GX, with Ultra Conversion, Welder. Now, we haven't actually seen Azul get to pull off too many Welder plays, unfortunately. I think this next turn, my goal is to just double custom catcher. Wow, look at that. Double custom catcher, this Blacephalon with the energy, I think, is probably the best play I can do. I mean, let's Welder first. I think I'm going to... I mean, why not at this point? Yep, it's fine. 6 energy on that, dude. I don't want to give Azul any more draw. Let's bring up this fella. And we have to force Azul to have game. If not, we've got it. So we'll see. If Azul's able to get Welders and all of that, then he wins. If not, ooh, he's got Welder. He's promoting the Blacephalon. An energy attachment and a charge up is game by taking out my Charizard. And it looks like he has got it here with Mind Blown. All right. Cool. So we'll go first. Game 2, and that's like more or less how I expected it to go. You know, I mean, we kind of try to stamp. That's fair, Riley. I just felt like giving him more draw was like also bad. I don't know. I felt like I routed that pretty well the entire time. Like I really think that, like, I don't know, there's not too much more I could have done there. The end, sure, going for my second stamp. Off 3 cards, though, like, I still had a thick deck. I mean, yeah, you miss all the shots you don't take. Like, I could have found the stamp, but I felt like that opened up his door to win more. We'll see. All right, we're going first since we lost. We got Volcanion greens. Cool. 1 Tapu Fini is all I need. It's a close matchup. I mean, if he didn't have that, I had game next turn. So going first, we've got Fiery Flint, Volcanions. This is all very good. I think we just want to... We've got Fire Energy with the Fiery Flint. I really just need to get Reshiram and Welder to get this party started. I think we're actually going to Fiery Flint away. I want to say the Volcanion and the Switch. It's probably fine. Every other card here. No, the Great Potion. Probably Volcanion and the Great Potion. Potentially? Yeah, that seems fine. So we're going to get those. Go get our Charizard as well. There's only 1 Charizard in this deck. Boy, howdy. All right. A single Zard. That's fine. We're chilling. Could Heat Factory and draw more cards. I don't necessarily want to give Azul that option to really set up quickly, though. I'm sure I got people in the chat saying... 1 Tapu Fini has gotten me undefeated against Blacephalon. I would agree. Yep, 1 Tapu Fini, usually all it takes to go undefeated against Blacephalon. What's up, Natalie?
Sorry, I just need something on here.
Oh, you're cool. Yeah, the 1 Tapu Fini, I mean, that is quite the tech for Blacephalon, but how popular do you really think Blacephalon is going to be? Especially at a tournament like Worlds, I think it's a top 5 deck. I would put Blacephalon in the top 5. So at the World Championships, you might play against 1 or 2. And I guess like that's a pretty big deal. So if you're playing against 1 or 2 Blacephalon, being able to guarantee yourself a win against that that deck. And I say guarantee. It's nothing in the Pokemon trading card game is guaranteed. But being able to make it as close to a 100% matchup as possible is good. Azul not able to find a Blacephalon turn 1. That's great news for us. We're just going to Welder to this bench Charizard. And then probably High Heat Blast. Some mixed herbs there. That's cool. I actually do want to heal this of poison. because, I mean, the math is like kind of relevant. I mean, if it goes to 100, you know, we're in a, I think I have to actually consider this. I mean, Pokégear, we got Bills, so I don't feel horrible about just committing this energy, though Heat Factory and hit another energy is like awesome. But I've been burned on that play before, so I think I'm just going to aggress here and take that out and just say next turn we'll use Bills or something like that in order to get more stuff in our hand. I think going in with Volcanion here is optimal. I don't expect to get knocked out. We're going to take our first couple prizes with Volcanion as Azul tries to set up. And that should be pretty good for us. Excellent. Thank you guys for tuning in. I know it's a little later than normal for my schedule, so really appreciate all the love and the viewership. This is just an awesome opportunity for us to display some top decks that we're looking at for the World Championships. Definitely a cool take on Blacephalon GX as well, this Naganadel GX version. You don't really see a lot of other players rocking that. I know Azul has been kind of the primary spokesperson of this way to play Blacephalon. I've been kind of popping in on his streams the last couple of days. Thank you so much, Gyro Sean, for that tier 1 sub as well. And everybody who subbed up to Tricky Jim, love you guys. Appreciate the support. Y'all rock. All right. And we are only, dude, we are 27. That's it. 27 sub points away from hitting our next emote slot. Craziness. We're moving along. I'm going to have to order new emotes soon. This is insane. All right. So Azul's got an energy there. Naganadel GX. I think we just Pokégear and see what we can hit. Welder, Bills. The Bills is probably fine. I only have one Charizard this game, so we're really just trying to find, like, Fire Energy would be good. Yeah, Giant Hearth. And greens also seems good. So we're going to guarantee ourselves some energy here with the Giant Hearth. I think discarding probably the Switch. I'm going to say I don't think Azul is going to be coming at me. Yeah, just manually attach and high heat blast. I don't think he's going to be coming at me too crazy. If he does take this knockout, I can always, you know, get this Charizard in the active with the good old manual retreat. That's an option we got. High heat blast, just retreat and attack with the Charizard that way, so I can kind of ditch the Switch because of that. Another option I have is Azul actually knocking out the Volcanion. If Azul knocks out the Volcanion, it's kind of like a free Switch for my Charizard. Still 2 Charizards at large, though. They are in the prizes. They're not with us right now. Want to hold on to the Reset Stamp. You know, we know how valuable that card is. I think some decks are even accommodating 2 Reset Stamps. Now, I think that Azul does not play custom catchers in this version of Blacephalon. He relies on using Naganadel GX and the Venom Shot to scoop up knockouts that he might have missed throughout the course of the game. And also, it's good for finishing off Dedenne GXs on your opponent's field. So it's really good for all of that. It is kind of unfortunate not being able to, you know, pick up this Reshiram Charizard this turn, right? And me having the Volcanion in the active means I'm more or less safe. And since I've taken 2 prizes with Volcanion, I can double custom catcher next turn and just take Azul off of his Beast Ring turn. So I think he's really aiming to build up as much energy as he can in an attempt to kind of buffer that energy count on his side of the field for when I eventually take my 2-prize knockout this turn. Looks like he's got the Mind Blown with the Blacephalon. I don't need to custom catcher, but that being said, I will probably custom catcher to try and follow his energy wherever it goes, like wherever he's left with energy. And he's very, very intelligently is going to spread that out. Power Plant is super good. That I like a lot. So here, I actually have no way to search out another Pokemon, like another Volcanion, because there is no Nest Ball. I would have to just draw into it. Reset Stamp would do nothing. Power Plant, let's take a look. We got 2 Volcanions left in the deck. So I think we just try to Welder into it. Hope he doesn't respond with a 1-hit KO. Seems like the best bet. So we're just going to Welder that energy on to draw 3 cards. Prizing our other 3 Charizards, really tough. It's cool. That's all we can really do. Reset Stamp to 5, I suppose. I mean, it does decrease his hand size by 1. So I think that's fine. And then I have greens for, for it again this next turn. I will manually attach as well. And we're just going to Flare Strike and hope we don't go down. That is the main strategy here. Reset Stamp, Power Plant, and cross our fingers. There's a Charizard, which is good. Looks like Azul's got Welder and 2 fire energy. Woo! And a charge up. That's it. Benched. There really wasn't any other option for me to get a Pokemon into play, unfortunately. We prized 2 Reshizards. This deck only plays 7 Pokemon. So that'll happen sometimes. And actually, in my testing, that's happened quite a bit, where Reshizard will just get benched. Definitely happens. Choice Helmet would not have saved me there. Blacephalon just does, even damage. I think Choice Helmet is definitely a valid inclusion in this deck.